Live. Oh, shit. I mean, you get skin on your lip, you gotta bite that shit off. It's like a hangnail for your lip. Being chapped. Being outside in the cold weather. What's up? You guys getting into tonight? What's up, Jack? How you been, man? Big Rob? How you guys been? Hell yeah. Got some stuff to show you guys. Um, Trouble? I hope not. I hope it ain't serious. But I got some stuff in. I made a video. My buddy Toxic Water sent me some stuff in the mail, and then Pinchy brought me a 5-gallon bucket of of what's it called? Star thistle honey. And I tried it, and it is so amazing. It's such a good honey. It's gonna make such good liquor and wine. Bought me a 5-gallon bucket, bro, of honey. It's gonna make a lot of liquor. I mean, a lot of drinkable stuff. And yeah, I can't wait to start making it. I'll probably start making it this week. This next week, I guess, because the holiday and the weekend and shit. But yeah, man, I got way too drunk last live. I'm not gonna do that no more. Yeah, everybody commented on that 200 proof. Hell yeah, $1 million worth of honey. Yeah, they're all talking shit about that ain't. You could get high. You can't get higher than 200 proof. That's 100% alcohol. There's no such thing as 101%. I think we're a lot of people because they're dumb. There's a lot of dummies out there in the world. I guess they're just ignorant. Is whatever the proof is, you have that, and that's your alcohol. So 200 proof is 100% alcohol. People are like, they get that confused. Like, no, you can be stronger. No, you can't be stronger than 200 proof. Doesn't exist. There's nothing that's 201. Yeah, well, 200 proof, you can make, but you can't make 201. You're never going to make 201. Yeah, there was a guy on there, Pirate Eye thing. I don't. Jack, I get goddamn so drunk that I'm mentally ill. So, I don't know what I did or said. I hope it wasn't nothing too humiliating. I embarrass myself quite often. I say a lot of stupid fucking shit. Hell yeah. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I don't even know if those guys are still my friends. I don't know what happened that night. I was gone. I drank probably 3/4 of a fifth of whiskey. I drank a whole quart of moonshine. I drank probably about 10 different beers at a bar before I even came home. I was out of it. I got a problem. And yeah, man. When it's that, if I ever get like that again on here, just turn it off. Or tell me, like, man, shut the fuck up. Hell yeah. I've humiliated the shit out of myself over the years. Sometimes it's funny. Like one time I showed my mother-in-law my nuts. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna just like try and do two or three, you know, or maybe a couple sips of moonshine. I done drank one beer. This is my second. But I get mentally ill, dude. One time I was swimming in mud puddles after I showed my mother-in-law my sack. Kept saying 100% beef, baby. 100% beef. Kept pointing at my nuts, like 100% beef. Next day, I was like, oh shit. I called her. She started giggling. I didn't even remember yet because it still hasn't come to me that what I've done. I forgot. I just woke up blank. Woke up cold as shit, butt ass naked. And like legit, my cousin had to wipe my ass because I was pooping in the bathtub and puking in the toilet. I went on one that night, and yeah, had to buy my old lady jewelry. That's a funny one. Some of them just ain't funny. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I don't know, man. Like, I do dumb shit. I get blacked out. There's nobody home. It's not me operating the vehicle no more. It's the demons. It's called mania. It's called going manic when you black out. And I should never. Like, I don't know why. It's like sometimes I'll fall off. Like, I'll be good. I'll handle it. It's called the isms of alcoholism. And it sucks. Um, I know people that could do as much of anything they want and they're completely there. I'm not home. Yeah. I used to, because of that and because of that show, what was that show called? Waiting. I used to show everybody the brain. I call it the brain. So I'd go to a bar. Hell yeah. I'd go to a bar and I'd squeeze them together, make them look like a brain, and I'd just kind of like, be waiting. Somebody'd be talking to me, and I'd just point down and say, "The brain," and they'd look down and be like, "What the fuck?" This chick, we was partying with these two chicks at the whiskey barn one time, and this chick kept going on about a buddy of mine. He did her dirty, blah blah blah. And she was full of shit. He just got fed up with her shit. And she started trying to have a heart to heart with me, and I was just like, it started getting on my fucking nerves, and I already had them out because I was already doing that shit to other people. And I did it to her. She got fucking mad. But then later on, we went to Johnny's Date Lounge, which is a country nightclub back in the day. And I didn't even know this chick. I knew the chick she was hanging out with. So I took her phone out of her purse and I snapped shots of the brain and I put it back. It's like a going home present. Like, there you go. You can see that later when you get home, motherfucker. And then one time, my buddies took me out for my birthday to this, because I lived by this real fancy bar. It was a shitty neighborhood, but there was a fancy German bar. And they was like, dude, we're going to take you out for your birthday. We're going to fucking the Amber Rose. This is a German restaurant. Really nice German restaurant. But they was like, keep your nuts in your pants, dude. And I was like, I'll try. And we get there, and I hope you all have, so you know what it's like. I get there, and fucking, we're partying. We start throwing back all that German beer. I mean, I'm fat. Nobody want to see my motherfucking goat, son. I don't even think you can see my nuts and my fat ass in the way. I'm not goating nobody. And I ain't leaving that brown eye unprotected, son. But I get you. If I was a little guy, I'd be goating people. But they close down, but they let you drink afterwards. Or like, when the restaurant's closed, you guys are cool. So we got to be cool with all the staff. They even let us smoke in there because it was a non-smoking joint. But everybody that was patronage of the restaurant, you have a great New Year too, man. Everyone that was patrons of the restaurant was no longer allowed to come or go. But they was like, you guys could stay and drink if you want. That sounds good. I ain't never had that one. But anyways, they start talking, and I was like, y'all want to see the brain? And there were chicks too. Like, it's like, what's the brain? And then they told him in a nice way, like, man, every time he gets drunk, goes to the bar, shows everybody's nuts. And I was like, they were cool as fuck. It was like, fuck up, show us the brain. And I was like, the brain. It was cool. So even fancy joints get the brain. There's this one time, this chick, she's like my fifth cousin. Like, it's so distant, we might as well not be related. Don't get me wrong, this ain't going in that direction because I never fucking would. I mean, if, it's a hot bitch, hell yeah, I'm a cousin fucker. I'm just kidding. But she came into that same night I was talking about before. She came into the whiskey barn. She's like, hey, cuz. And I already had him out because I already been doing that shit. Hell yeah. Utah beer. It's that Mormon beer, huh? I already had him out. My shirt was over him because I wear long ass shirts. And she was like, this is my new husband. We just got married today. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Then I did it. The brain. And her new husband looked like, what the fuck? I was just like, that's the best one I'd ever did with the brain now. But yeah, man, alcoholism, it's funny at times, but it's shitty. And it's hard to control when you got a lot of baggage going on, And right now, I think I got some baggage. So, you get down, but you get back up again. Yeah, I know, right? Like who the fuck goes to the whiskey barn? Well, you know what, dude? My bachelor party, we ended up fucking paradise. Stick to weed, hell yeah. I wish I liked it more. Don't get kicked in the brain. I've been thrown out of quite a few places, though, Jack. Never for the brain, though. It's usually something that goes wrong, or people don't get my sense of humor. Yeah, when you black out, it's you'll go into it. You'll feel terrible the next day, even if you didn't do nothing bad, and even if you didn't embarrass yourself. The next day you're just like, not only the hangover is fucking terrible, but it's like, fuck, I need to get my shit together. You just feel terrible. I guess a lot of people that do drugs feel that way the next day, or no problem, brother. I'm glad you like it. I try to build good shit. Aggressive? It makes me think I'm aggressive. Yeah, you also wonder, like, man, what do I fucking do? What do I say? Five hours. I know, and then you can't tell if you had fun or not. You didn't, because the next day you feel horrible. It's just shitty. What's up, brother? I need to settle it down. I'm too old for that shit. But there's always something. It usually it slips away from you, and you fuck up because you think you're having fun and you ain't, or you got something emotionally going on that you haven't been dealing with. But it's the same thing that bipolar people go through. It's called mania. Hell yeah, dude. It's not good. That night I went swimming in mud puddles. I think I told you guys. Day over 21. I'm 41. I'll be 42 in February. But that night I went swimming in mud puddles, and it was colder than fuck, dude. I was only in my boxers, damn near naked. Cops roll up on me like, what's this crazy motherfucker doing in these mud puddles? I'm over here fucking splashing, and I'm fucking out of it, dude. And they was like, was like, by that time I was so fucking cold, I was almost hypothermic. It's like, I'm fucking cold. Can I get in your car? I was like, let me sit in the back seat, bro. Yeah. Demons running the show. Alcohol autopilot. And that cop was like, you ain't getting in my car, dude. And he's like, who you have we could call? I was like, my aunt. About then I come out, you go in and you go out when you're blacked. I drank a whole fifth of Southern Comfort. I chugged that shit. After I drank, probably a case of beer, I was partying with these fucking people and they wasn't, we was about out of alcohol, so I had to go get some. And then by the time we got some, I was like, the stores are all closed. I ain't gonna get no more. And they're over here trying to drink on that Southern Comfort that I just got. I said, fuck these people. Because I like to get good and drunk. So I turned that Southern Comfort up and I chugged that shit. And then I was on motherfucking another planet. Hell yeah. I ain't drank Southern Comfort since. I got really fucked up on tequila, but I never blacked out. And I'll never want to drink it again. I mean, I've drank tequila, but I won't drink cheap tequila. There ain't no fucking way. I drank a whole fifth of El Toro, the one with the red cap, the cheapest kind you could buy. It's like fucking 12 cents for a fifth. It's like, I guess it's equivalent to Kamchatka vodka. Or fucking Wild Irish Rose or something. Well, that's wine, so I don't know. But yeah, I gotta get a charger. I do a lot of dumb shit. I don't know if I fucking pissed Boyer and his buddy off. All I remember was they was talking to him. He was saying, "Don't fuck my mom no more." And then after that, I was gone. I thought that was funny as fuck. No, if you're watching, man, I love you, dude. You're a cool ass dude. And if I pissed you off that night, I don't know. I woke up. There was broken glass on the floor. Like there was a fucking broken mason jar. I don't even want to know what the fuck went down. I just hope I didn't piss nobody off. Uh, that shit sucks. I'll take you on the house for a minute. This madhouse. I'll show y'all some shit too. Hopefully I got enough charge to show you guys stuff before we go in. Fuck. See that bucket? That's from Pinchy. That is a 5-gallon bucket. 5-gallon bucket. Star Thistle honey. And then my buddy Toxic Water gave me this bottle. 200 proof moonshine. Noble brought me a jar of banana brandy he made. Banana moonshine. This thing here, look how badass this is. This makes it to where your keg still can go electric. Look at that. Put that there. Shit. I made a video on it. Put a gasket, tri-clamp, gasket. You put your column. Put your tri-clamp your column there. Take that plug. Plug it into here. Take this plug it in the wall. You want to run that thermometer to your column. And then you control this thing. You plug it in the wall, hook it up, you're running electric. You don't have to weld. And usually when you weld stainless, you got to find somebody that's good at it. You can't just have somebody fucking hit it up. It's called, I think, medical grade welding or something like that. Dude, he made that to where you could go right through the top. You don't have to weld another ferrule onto this motherfucker. So you could put a What do they call them things? Bulkhead? You ain't got to put a bulkhead on it. You go right from the fucking top. That is one of the coolest things I've seen for fucking distilling in years. I think Toxic Waters, he's got a good head on his shoulders. Motherfucker's pretty smart. Design that? Because also, when you're trying to have people weld stainless, they want to charge you like fucking. That's the. You can get a keg because they're cheap. You can find them for next to nothing. And then people want to charge you $200-300 to weld fucking something on there. Fuck that.
Oh, sorry, Twilight.
Get my charger. Pretty fucking awesome. Plus, I like gifts. That came the day before Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm on the. I'm gonna make a video. It's gonna be dark for a second. Spooky, spooky. Why is the goddamn light off in here? Fuck. What's up, Mark Ralph? I can't even check my percentage. I think it was 10 from a couple minutes ago. I'm plugged in now. I don't know what he's charging for him. I will post a link to his for sale page. And I'm going to post a video probably tomorrow. I made a video about it. All his information to be in there. I'd like to go electric because there's some days where I want to do other things besides watch it still for fucking 6 hours. You know, or have to, you're like, try and speed it up. You could run slow as shit the entire run, dude. Walk the fuck away for a little bit. I don't even know if I'm drinking tomorrow, man. I have no idea. No idea what I'm doing yet. It depends how I feel tomorrow. I'll probably drink a little bit of moonshine, some Indian corn or something. I might run tomorrow. I might run that. I might run I got Bloody Butcher ready to go, so I could run that. It's ready. It's fucking done fermenting. And it fermented cold. I didn't even have an aquarium heater in it. It took a little while, but it fucking did it. Fermented faster than some other shit. I gotta start a new sugar wash. Probably do that soon too. I was playing with sugar, and I was like, I'll put, sugar in a cold sour mash, and it'll ferment fine. So I just dumped 40 pounds of sugar and 20 gallons of water in a barrel. And I had nothing but issues out of it. That don't fucking work. So I'm going to try it different. I'm going to cook it. I'm going to do 40 pounds of sugar cooked with 5 gallons of water. And then when it's done, I'm going to add 15 more gallons of water, doing a 20-gallon sugar wash. And then I'm going to see what's up. Because I know when I ran that sugar, I didn't cook it. I just thought it'd be a little slower. No, that motherfucker stalled out. And I put everything into it. And it stunk, which tells me that yeast was stressed. I thought I might have had bad yeast. If you made moonshine out of honey before. Yeah, there's a video. Just keep digging. You'll find it. I'm about to make another batch, but this time it's going to be better honey because that was what I say it was? Star thistle? Something thistle. I'll have to look it up again. I think it's star thistle honey. That's amazing, dude. I tried that. Pinchy brought that to me, and she's awesome. And we tried it. We opened it up and I tasted it and I was like, that's not like any honey I ever had, dude. Hell yeah. I'm glad you like it, man. Apple pie is the shit. I'm doing a pecan pie. I know I've said I was gonna do it. It's been a while. I, I, I'm gonna do it hopefully this week. How many pounds? I don't know. I have to do that. I know I usually use, what is it? 3 pounds per gallon, or is it two? I always have to go back and look. 76 pounds. Look, I got moonshine in here next to the bed. I'll show you guys something. This is my bed that I'm sitting on right now. The fucking jar of moonshine there. I think there was one on the shelf too. Oh, did you say 5 gallons? I'd have to look. It's heavy. I think it's 60. I think it's 60 pounds per 5 gallons. I hope it's 72. That means more shit. I'm going to make a mead, probably two different kinds of mead, and I'm going to make a mead and then run it through the still. So I'm going to make two kinds of mead wine if everything works out properly. I'm also going to take a little scoop of it and make some honey butter because I was tasting that, and you know what it reminded me of? That would be it would kill. Like, you ever have a good yeast roll from a buffet? Had a good yeast roll from buffet with honey butter, dude. This honey mixed with butter would kill anybody's honey butter. I think it's 60. I could be wrong. It is pretty heavy, and it's pretty good too. I'm so glad that she dropped that off to me. She's such a cool person. You gotta love people giving you stuff. And I don't worry, I'll give it back. I think this community, Shine community, is the coolest community to be in. I was looking up the hashtag moonshine, and there ain't many. I mean, it's not huge. It should be huge.
We'll be back. We gotta run over to Walmart and grab a cake.
Okay. Um, you know, that's the thing about them kegs is we take a lot of them apart, and we supply a lot of people with them that can't find them. Well, Big Easy does any fucking ways. He always beats me to it. I'll see him local, and he'll go and grab them up. So he has a shit ton of those, and I got a few too. They're called spears, keg spears, and I've been trying to find a way to turn them into maybe. See, soldering stainless is a little harder, but I figured it out finally. So if you could figure out how to solder stainless, you could take it apart and most likely make a parrot out of it. You'd probably have to incorporate two of them and maybe some other type of pipe, or maybe mix it with copper. But I was thinking that the keg spears they're stainless and they got that big cap on them, so why not turn them into a a parrot?
Remember, we got Crystal's party tomorrow too.
Okay. But yeah. I mean, if you don't need a parrot, throw that fucker away. There's or scrap it. There's a spring in it holding that big part onto that stainless pipe. Um, Solder will stick to stainless, but it has to be silver solder, and the flux you use has to be stainless ruby fluid flux. A parrot's what your moonshine drips into, and you have your hydrometer. It's a fancy little moonshine catcher, so you can know your proof constantly. Look them up on on eBay or Amazon. I'm gonna take this and unplug it and go back out in the fucking garage. Fuck this.
Can I get some money to get my cat some food?
Split spring locks the spear into the keg. Why are you feeding that cat, man?
I need to feed her. I'm gonna feed her the food in our house.
I hate your cat. It's dumb.
She's not pregnant anymore.
Oh, of course she ain't, but she was, wasn't she?
I
I'm so sick of that
I
shit,
can't
bro.
control that. She didn't ask him to.
I'm about to Joe Dirt that cat at the Grand Canyon. I'm gonna staple a wig to it. Here.
How much money is cat food?
Yeah, it won't stick, dude. Clean that shit up with some sandpaper. How much is what?
Cat food.
I don't know. You need litter too?
No. I still have litter.
Well, figure it out, little homie. Don't be buying that good shit. That cat ain't worth no good cat food. Get it that cheap ass cat food. That cat's stupid. Feed that sumbitch. You should have seen that cat though when I cleaned that deer. When I cleaned that deer, every cat in this neighborhood was over here meowing. Cause I just had a pile of bones with little meat on it that couldn't get off. Hell yeah. Them motherfuckers were meow, meow. They were on that shit. Ugh. They like raw meat, I'll tell you that, especially when it comes to deer. Fucking. I'll put y'all in here for a second. Meow. But yeah, man, I should have took him out when I should have trapped him and took them all to the park. Get them the fuck away from my house, because that sumbitch in there just had kittens. And I told him, like, dude, have her fixed. I'll pay for it. Have her fixed. Nobody ever did. Hell yeah. Don't you hate them heartstrings? Them heartstrings suck. Yeah. They never had that one fixed, so here I am. But at least she only had 4, man. And the last time she had cats, she wouldn't feed them. And half of them are buried next to my shed. I even had to put one out. Jack knows the story. It's fucking terrible. And every time I close my eyes, I'm fucking over there murdering a cat. Like, god damn it. I gotta live with that. I'm tougher than that. But it still sucks. You know, you feel bad. I got a big heart when it comes to shit like that. I'm compassionate. But I had to put that thing down, dude. It was over like, and I was like, oh man, this poor little motherfucker. I don't know if it was starving to death because its mom wouldn't feed it. It was tiny, nothing but bones. It was really sad, dude. And, I come home to that. Hell yeah. They are cool until they're shitting in your house and you gotta sniff it all day. You're like, what the fuck is that? God damn it. They poop in a box, dude. And you could let it outside and it will find somewhere to poop, but if it's locked inside and it just so happens to have to poop, and you don't have a box, it's shitting on your laundry room floor. I hate it, dude. I don't want to live with animals. We are animals. We don't need other ones. You know, there's a reason why I don't want no more kids. I don't want no more cats. No, my sons keep trying to talk me into.
Bro, they started trying to argue.
I'm on live, bro.
Oh yeah, never mind.
You go on back in the house. Oh, this is
they're
Phil Billy
being
drunk.
rude.
Bro, I took you to scene 75. Get out of here.
All right,
We spent all day at a damn theme park. Are you gonna come here? Go home.
they're being mean.
No, I'm not.
Not you.
This is my time. Who's being mean?
He's mad because she said that,
Bro, get the go.
I'm getting ice.
You over here kicking my camera and shit?
I slid it like it's centimeters.
I spent a bunch of money on y'all. I took you to a theme park. We played mini golf.
I'm just getting a ice.
All right. Okay. No, I'm good.
What do you want to do dinner-wise?
I don't even know. Grab a pizza.
Huh?
Grab a pizza. Okay. It's my room to poop. My spot to poop. Hell yeah. I ain't shit in there yet, knock on wood. I ain't saying I won't in the future, but 'tis what it is. I ordered this plaque, and I didn't pay much for it. It was cheap. And I was hoping it would be bigger. And I got this motherfucker. Look how small it is. Got me a little popcorn Sutton plaque to hang on my wall. Little tiny motherfucker. And they don't make big ones. Because I'd like a big frame. I guess I'm going to have to get the picture and then frame it myself. What's up, Jeeper? I got some badass Rat Fink shit to hang up. Oh yeah. Hemis and Street Racers Rehab. That's badass. I like those. I got me a new Sonic the Hedgehog for over there at the video game station. I'm waiting on my American Eagle, man. I got an Eagle. It's supposed to be sweet as shit. 15-gallon beer keg. How full can I fill it? You ask somebody else, they're going to tell you something else, but this is what I do. I won't go over 10 to 12 gallons. You want to leave a good chunk of headspace. Else it burps over and it gets in and it's not good. I look inside. I'll look inside a keg. Let me switch this around. So, you see this line on the keg? I'll go just above it an inch or two. Nothing more. I leave a good little amount of space. I know some of these dudes have filled up 15 gallons, but I've had bad experience doing that. So I keep it about 10 or 12 gallons. Yeah. It burps or pukes. They call it puking. It'll puke over and you'll get mash that's not distilled into your moonshine. And you'll get little flakes. Like, because even if you run that shit through a sieve, hell yeah, brother. Well, I say a lot of messed up stuff, man. So hopefully your parents are bad as me. Maybe you shouldn't be watching old Phil Billy. But hell yeah, man, you're 14, you're running shine. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, we all make mistakes, man. You're not gonna not make mistakes. Everybody does. People could, act like they don't. When you make videos, man, you edit all that shit out. But I'm telling you, I've made my fair share of mistakes. There's the shit, right? You remember seeing that shit more when you was a kid? You don't see it now, man. This world has went to shit. All the cool stuff. Like those cups you sent me, Jack. Dude, I cherish those, man. Them were cool as fuck. That's back when times were when people weren't so shitty. I guess there were still shitty people, but weren't so sensitive. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I really like it too. I'm about to take me a sip. Trying to think what I want to drink. What to sip on? Hmm. I'll take a sip of some Noble Shine tonight. I'm glad it was, Jack, because I'm not proud of myself. When I black out, I don't care. I immediately the next day delete that shit. I didn't watch it. I didn't want to go back and watch my fucking demons. Like I told you, man, I punish myself. Like drunk me will fucking do some devious shit to tomorrow me. And I'll call myself a pussy. I'll be like, hey, tomorrow Phil, fuck you, you fucking pussy. Hell yeah. You know, you don't like moonshine and fuck you. It's how I feel. Don't like moonshine and eat a fucking turd sandwich. Uh, I've been, I remember bringing a bunch back from South Carolina when I was 19 and I had a whole bunch. And I'll buy it he sold it in milk jugs, an old Harper. Old black feller that lived in the mountains down there. And I worked with him. And he, sell me a gallon. And I bought a few gallons. And I took these, you remember them Pepsi bottles? Some little glass ones, little round glass Pepsi bottles? I drank them all the time. So I drink two or three of those a day. They're only like 8 or 12 ounces. So you could drink one in one gulp if you wanted to. I drank them all the time down there because I used to drink Pepsi when I was a kid. And I pulled the labels off, cleaned them up. They're cool little round, look like a little glass metal. If you're old, you know what I'm talking about. So I took all those and I cleaned them and I filled them all full of shine. I brought them back and I gave them away to all my buddies and all my family. And it was like, this is fucking awesome. 12-gallon run. Let's see. You'd be lucky to get a gallon and a half of good drinkable liquor. Depends where you cut your tails, man. I mean, you could get 2 gallons. And if you go over 2 gallons, you're just fucking pushing it. You might be drinking some fucking nasty liquor. But, gallon and a half to 2 gallons out of a 12-gallon run. Well, I mean, market value, that's a gallon, it's $80 a gallon, so you got a gallon and a half, that's $120. I'm not saying it goes on. I'm just telling you that's what the fucking price is out there in the world. Moonshine goes so, and it ain't shit to make, especially corn liquor, especially the second run. That first run, you got to cook the corn, and you got to get the corn to release all its starches into sugar. And so, or if you do Uncle Jesse's, it's fucking simple. You ain't got to do fucking nothing. But every run after that, it's like pour a gallon and a half to 3 gallons of back set in, throw a fucking bag of sugar in there, stir that bitch up. You wait till it's done, and you got another run, another run, another run, another run, another run. But to me, my time is worth. If I was on, if that's it's not worth selling to me. but I love drinking it, you know, because my time's worth more to me. I'm just, unless you did it on a huge scale. 50 proof and flavor it. Root beer, you get $20 a quart. That's the going rate. It's $20 a quart. Hate my wife's cat. which cat you talking about, Corey? You hate her? You just tired of it. I'm fucking with you, man. Yeah. Animals get old. My kids, what I was saying, I didn't want to say it in front of him because it would have got him talking about it. That's my boy Squirrel. Um, you know, you start talking about something, he just went, whoa, 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 squirrel? So, um, they've been wanting axolotls, dude. They play these games and they see these videos, these cute little, they live in a tank. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I used to own a snake and I owned a lizard. When I was a kid, my stepdad loved animals. So I went through them all. I had a fish tank full of fish. I used to have big ass Oscars. They all take constant cleaning or else they stink. And you ain't gonna clean them. So they're gonna stink up my house. We're not getting no fucking axolotls. I want some sour mash too. But I'm sick of drinking this fancy weird corn. Cause don't get me wrong, all these corns are great, but I've been drinking Indian corn and Bloody Butcher so much that I want some regular sweet corn. Spring ice used distilled. What? Spring ice? I don't know what you're asking, Josh. A furry one. To proof it down. No. You don't want to use ice. You don't want to use spring water. You want to use distilled water. And you don't want to add, to me, other people say other shit, but my experience proofing down, you want to put all your alcohol together and then slowly add water, mix it up, test it, see where it's at. Now, if you just add water and then pour alcohol in the water, it's going to get cloudy. That's my experience. You add the water to the alcohol, not the alcohol to the water. It's my experience. If you had a different experience and you're out there shining, please stick your comment. I don't give a shit. That's my advice. Because there's a lot of people out there that are like, no, man, you do it this way. And I'm like, this is what's worked for me. This is my own experience. I need another fucking beer. I need a drink of moonshine. Damn. I got a new bottle of Weller. No, I'm done with bourbon for a little while. It's done me dirty in the past. Stick with good old clear liquor. White liquor. Yeah, because you never want your proof to go down low and then come back up because it clouds and you can't get rid of the cloud afterwards. So it just makes sense to take your proof down, like from here. Not take your proof all the way down and then bring it back up. You got cloudy liquor. You're fucked. I need to do a proofing video. I did a proofing live one night and I didn't like the way the video turned out because I went all political and shit. And that's not good for me. It's not good for y'all. So I deleted the video. You ever aged your sour mash? I don't have no barrels. I'm ordering one. Oh shit. I ordered a new still. Fucker sits. Can't get the goddamn cap off of it. I am going to do some aged We'll age up some bourbon soon. Fuck. Getting weak, dude. It's old age, man. I need to start going to the gym again. I used to be fucking... No, I wasn't like fucking Hercules or nothing, but, you know, I used to go to the gym quite often. Motherfucker. I'm gonna get a 5-gallon barrel. I don't get one used, dude. Cause listen, most of them used barrels had wine in them, and you don't want to use a wine barrel to age your moonshine. You want to make bourbon. You're not making bourbon if you use a wine barrel. You want a brand new charred oak barrel. I know she's got them man hands, don't she, Jack? Oh beast. Oh, beastie ass motherfucker. Oh. She's got Flintstone feet, too. Fuck you, Chrissy. Ooh, damn messages. Hell yeah. Are you watching, Pinchy? It was good, man. Smoked cream cheese. That's the bomb. That'd be good in a barrel. Sour mash. Corn liquor. Made from pig feed. I finally found my shit. I bought this I went to Menards because we get a lot of copper air, build stills and shit. And I was like, man, I need a new one because I got this one over here and it's too heavy. You wear it, motherfucker, your pants fall down and shit. So I was like, yeah, let's get some new ones. So I got one and Big Easy picked out one. So we got a business account, it's a joint account. When we buy something, it's 50-50, so with the business part of shit. So fucking got me a new one and I lost that son of a bitch. I found a pair of shorts earlier and was like, oh, there's my fucking knife. Yeah, don't use lead solder. But see, that shit you have to almost go out of your way to get anymore. They done away with lead so much that you almost got to go out of your way to get it. Pellets. They're good, dude. And you know, they got the big ones. Those are 5 hours. And the little ones are like 2.5, maybe 3. So, like if you wanted to use temperature, those would bring your smoker up, depending on where you set them. If you use 2 of them, it would bring your smoker up to about 200 degrees. But if you didn't want none of that temperature, put that motherfucker in the front at the very bottom, put your cheese on top of the back. Temperature won't affect your cheese. You can put that on any grill too, Jack. Like I've used my grill out here and smoked right on my grill. And just make sure that you put the tube as far away from what you're cold smoking That way it don't get any of the heat from that little smoker pellets. And you could probably use chips too. You know what I mean? Fucking, I tell you what, that block cheese, that cheap shit, because it's all just the same shit. Half the time, the same company makes it, the cheese that goes in the fancy packages. So buy that cheap $1.77 blocks of cheese. And yeah, you guys are crazy. Set them on there, dude, and I do it, and it's so great. I don't know. I never used chips. The pellets pack down, and when you're filling that up, smack it down and pack the pellets. Hey man, don't turn it up. Smoked some hard-boiled eggs when I did that tuna. They're good, bro. Turn it down.
Yeah, it's under, what's this called?
Watch out, y'all. Get out of my way.
What's this Bose speaker thing called?
Surround sound. But yeah, those pellets are awesome. What I did is I went and bought 5 different kinds of them pellets, and I blended them all. So I got 5 different kinds of wood in my smoker pellets. Damn bottle opener now. Some bitch. Flavors. I do flavors all the time, man. Check out my videos. Oh yeah, I got this bottle opener on the wall. Yeah, baby. Gonna do a banana cream pie moonshine here soon. I think it's ready. But I got Bloody Butcher ready to go. I think banana cream pie will be going soon. And then I'm about to start a new sugar wash. I threw that shit out. And you know, there's trial and error a lot in this fucking shit. I ain't never made a sugar wash that I can remember. I always did corn, man. You know, or vodka. Alder. I bet that's good, dude. I thought about making a bunch of cheese and sending a bunch out to people. Yeah, I'll do a video on it. I got the cream pie in the freezer waiting. I got some banana cream pudding that I'm going to use. I made that with probably about 50, 60 pounds of bananas. It's going to be good. Let me put y'all on the thing. Set this over here. Plug back in so I don't die. Yeah, I've done a lot of flavor. I'm gonna tell y'all something straight up. You make moonshine. It's fun to run moonshine out of fruit and stuff like that. But if you're making it for other people to try, yeah, we got Tillamook. It's good stuff. If you make moonshine for other people to try, and you give them something that's 80 to 100 proof, and you getting the hints of whatever fruit you made it with. But if you just take corn liquor and you proof it down and make something like it's 30 proof. Thanks, Bellmare. Well, what's up, Noble? But if you go all that trouble to make that moonshine, and it's good if you're a shiner and if you like really strong liquor. Heart palpitations. Too many sugary moonshines. Drier moonshines. I mean, it's all dry when it comes out of the still. It's what you do to it afterwards. But what you do to it afterwards, people usually like. Hell yeah. I'm going to get a drink of that banana here in a minute, Noble. I appreciate you bringing that by, man. Wheat's good. Wheat makes it good. It's very good. I love the flavor of wheat. Rye's good too. I like all grains. And I like all fruit flavors, usually. I don't like to eat fruit, though. You'll never catch me chomping on a fucking anything. I'm not a fruit, unless I know my body needs it. And it's like I'm eating this because my body needs it. I'd rather eat vegetables than fucking fruit. I don't like the textures. I don't like, I'm not a fruity motherfucker. Yeah, it can. Key lime, baby. I really like key lime pie. What's up, Steven? Really like key lime pie. Yeah. I'd rather not get sticky. I get a watermelon for my kids, though. Chunk will fuck up a watermelon. Coconut shine. I made a coconut rum. It was good. And then I took that same hell yeah, strawberry mead. That's gonna be your signature. You keep making that. Now you gotta do something weird. You gotta make something crazy, like fucking something that you don't see every day. I thought about taking this honey that Pinchy gave me and making something and calling it Smurfberry Mead. Yeah. Thinking about mixing blueberries, raspberries, and pomegranates and calling it Smurfberry. Because really, what Smurfberry is pretty much a blueberry, right? Hell yeah. Am I the only one that had a crush on Smurfette when I was a little boy? Her pretty blue skin. Where you at, Josh? I'm trying to remember where you're at. Schnozberries really taste like schnozberries. Strawberry rhubarb, yeah, yeah, it's good. Smurfette was my girlfriend, not yours. I did. I wanted to get them, but she wouldn't. She wouldn't let. Yeah, I did get blue balls. Bird watchers. Yeah, I keep. Was it you that recommended me to try that? I was busy, man. I got plans. So the next 10 matches I make are already planned out in here. They're going in order. And I'm not saying I won't never make the bird watchers, because I probably will eventually. And I see a lot of people on Facebook doing that bird watchers. Yeah, I gave somebody a strawberry rhubarb wine recipe a little while back. You get a lot of people asking me to make a recipe book. I'm not very good at English, but I might make a recipe book. I wouldn't charge for it. I couldn't see charging for a piece of paper. I smurfed her. She gave me some Smurfberry crabs. Where'd my beer go? Yeah, I hope I'm still buddies with Boyer now. Eloquently translate. I would appreciate that, Steven. Shit. Because, man, even if I never made something, I could put a recipe together. And I'll know, like, that's good. When you do shit like that, just like if you cook food, hell yeah, it's definitely my second language. I speak drunkenese. But you know, when you cook something and you have an idea, you're like, man, it's gonna be good. I know, and you're 99% gonna come out grappa. I didn't make the grappa. Big Easy did. Um, hell yeah. If I made the grappa, I think I would have added some grape juice or some, uh, hell yeah, or some grape jelly to the. Probably would have used some Smucker's grape jelly. That good shit, baby. To the thumper. But Big Easy is basically, I think he's going to use all that for something else. He's going to make stuff out of it. Yeah, like Welch's, baby. Welch's, you know what I mean? It is earthy and it's liquor to get you drunk. And he got all the ingredients for free. And that's something you got to keep in mind too. Like you get free ingredients, you run that shit. But I probably would have flavored it in the thumper. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just different, you know? And it will fuck you up. Ever cooking master? Yes. One time before my father in law went into this, like, my father in law's fucked up. Um, Something happened to him and his brain ain't been right, so he's in a place now. But before that, he'd come over and we get drunker and shit. Um, and we was out here drunk 4 o'clock in the morning one night. Uh, and I was like, I'm fucking hungry. He's like, me too, man. And so I grabbed these, they call them Western ribs. They're like cheap ass ribs. They're cheap, but they're good when you slow cook them. I was like, man, I ain't slow cooking these. I'm throwing them on a fucking grill. So I took him and I fucking cut him up best I could. And I took everything in the fucking fridge and everything in my spice rack and I mixed it together. And it was like a mayonnaise base, like you do Alabama base, you know. Um, it had Worcestershire or Worcester. I don't even know. Fuck, somebody wants to say it. It's pronounced. It's fucking red Worcestershire, Worcester. Okay, so that fuck pepper, sriracha, everything in my fucking house went into this bowl, right? Except for rosemary, because I don't fuck with rosemary. That shit could eat a dick. Anyways, uh, hooked it up, threw it on the grill, and we started eating them. You know, and I eat shit. It'll burn. I wake up and have a fucking the skin on the roof of my mouth would be fucking peeling off because I'll eat shit right off the grill. I got thick skin. I'll be like, ooh, fuck that shit. Give me another one. And we was eating them ribs, dude. They were badass. And I'll never be able to produce something that tastes that good ever again. I think there was soy sauce in there too, bro. I use that a lot. My dad taught me that one. I could do basil. I can't fuck with rosemary unless it's got to be a little bit. Goes a long way. Little bit of rosemary goes a long way. And then you'll go to a place like, y'all got a smash burger where you're at? It's called Smash Burger. And their burgers are pretty fucking good. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as best 10 burger places in this city, this isn't a very good burgery city. I'll tell you that right fucking now. It's probably number 4 or 5 on the list of best burger joints in town. Yeah. Well, Smash Burger has these fries, and I was like, they look all seasoned and delicious on the motherfucking thing. And I didn't read. I was just like, I want those, bitch. And they was like, all right. So I go and I'm like, and then I start looking at the thing, and it says rosemary fries, and I was like, they dusted them with rosemary and ruined the fuck out of them. Yeah, Asian food is good as shit. I cook fucking rice noodles all the time, dude. Like I make lo mein homemade. And you know what the flavor? Because when you're growing up, you're eating lo mein and you're like, this is good. Chinese ass spaghetti. Yeah, that was gross. I'm not big on rosemary. I'll have a herb garden, but I will never put rosemary in that shit because I never need it. I don't use Italian seasoning either, and none of my family ever did. And you know, my grandma was full Italian. We use everything else though, just not rosemary. Sometimes you'll find an Italian seasoning, and I will use Italian seasoning when I make wedding soup. Sometimes you'll find an Italian seasoning that's not so bad, but a lot of times you get Italian seasoning and rosemary overpowers everything in it. It's just not my dig. It's not my spice of choice. And sage is good, but usually to me, sage is only good 2 times a year. Breakfast gravy, you can put a little sage if you want to, or that Bob Evans sage sausage. And then sage is good a little bit on stuffing during Thanksgiving. Other than that, I don't need sage in my life. But those two things are great. I miss my old man though, man. He used to make 2 weeks before Christmas, he'd make wedding soup. He'd come to the house, bring all the shit. We'd roll up meatballs. Uh, and then he'd make something that I never, like I kind of remember how to make it, but not quite. It's called brajol, chicken and dumplings. I don't do that. My chicken and dumplings is pepper. I pepper the fuck out of them. That shit look like they've been tie dye. Fucking look like they got buckshot in each dumpling, dude. I like pepper, dude. My jerky is spicy as fuck because I use so much black. I use 10 tablespoons of black pepper when I made my jerky. That's a good gravy. Hell yeah. In the West, especially on venison. Yeah. Like I could see it going on some other things, but here, most of the stuff I cook, I just never really use it. Do you like it, man? That's cool. I gave some away to, I should have gave you a bag of it. Don't worry, I'll get plenty of deer. I'm gonna get some raccoons so I can pull the peckers off and start selling coon peckers. I'm thinking about doing that, and I'll make a video of it. I can't make a TikTok video of it because they'll ban that shit. Chinese black pepper sauce, hell yeah. Man, back in the day, I used to get this Asian sauce, and I never knew what it was called because you fucking can't pronounce none of that shit. But I'd always take this chicken and chop it up and put little fucking whole mushrooms in there and put that sauce all over it. Flies and mosquitoes. Hell yeah. I just end up fucking swatting them. I'll put some shit on a fucking electric fly swatter and come back later and that motherfucker have a, it'd be terrible. It'd be a fly or bee graveyard. And I don't like killing bees, but this last summer I had to. Them motherfuckers were out. They were off the hook around here. They got out of hand real fast. But I think it's because I got new gutters, and when we was fucking with the fascia metal, we ripped all the old gutters off, and the fascia metal, there's a nest that got knocked down. Somebody's letting off fireworks, baby. Can y'all hear that? I love that shit. Can't see it, but we could definitely hear it. Oh shit, let me turn y'all around. No problem, man, anytime. No, I know the difference very well. I could almost tell you what caliber shit is when it goes down. Did have somebody shoot off a couple of pistol shots the other day, real close. Had a couple years back, there was a standoff 2 doors down. Coming from Maggie's. Hell yeah. Happy New Year, brother. A couple years back, this dude was out here shooting. He was shooting a 22 rifle. I gotta pee. And people across the street got into it with him. Like, hey man, there's fucking kids over here. And they called the law, and they showed up. Dude went in the house, and they had a standoff. It took a couple hours. But yeah, our houses are close together. I don't live in the country anymore, and BMG 50. Dude, Big Easy's got a Desert Eagle, right? And he tried to take it to the after the ball drop. Hell yeah! Tried to take it to the range, and dude was like, "What are you shooting?" And Big Easy had it in a case. Was like this right here. He's like, "Oh no, dude, you ain't shooting that here, man. You fuck you." He's like, "It's too fucking loud. It's too fucking big to shoot." It was an indoor range. And they turned us away. And then you ought to see people, though, at the range. Took it to another place, and he starts shooting it. Because we was designing a magazine for it that would extended mag. We never followed through with it. We was designing an extended magazine. We had it welded. We was testing it. But to go into production, it would have cost us too much money. We didn't have nobody to back us. I think because Desert Eagle magazines only hold 7. We was trying to extend that to like 11 or some shit. Oh yeah, there used to be a public one out in Deer Creek I used to go to when I was a kid with my stepdad. That's nice. But we went to this other one, right? And they let us in, didn't question it. He started shooting that big old motherfucker, and people were like, God damn, because 50 cal Desert Eagle's like, boom, it shakes the whole fucking building. It's indoors. But the best are outdoors. We used to go shoot a lot of shotgun shells. When I was a kid and just getting used to it, I was like 13, 12 or 13. Stepdad had me a 410, and I'm kind of sadistic, man. I love that shit so much. I'd shoot 100 shells out of that thing and have a bruised up shoulder. And that's the difference between people nowadays. So it used to make us a little weird. We was a little weird back, We was little gluttons for punishment. But yeah, I'd sit there and shoot that thing till my shoulder was purple because I loved it. And the smell of that powder, dude. Yeah, that's always the dream here is to move somewhere again where you could just do it in your yard. You know, I mean, I'm not far from places where we could go have fun without, you know. One time I got a story. When I was, it's like 19, 18, 19 years old. Yeah, it is. That gets you pecker hard, right? I was like 18, 19 years old. We'd all grown up. We was a little different, man. We was like fucking. We all had guns. We come from guns. We was sons of guns, but not the TV show. You know what I mean? Like I had a Tech 9. I had shotguns. I was like 18. I had all this shit because that's how we was raised. Wasn't raised in this new shit. I'd probably get in trouble for saying all this shit. So we go back to somewhere called El Dorado. We got a place called El Dorado Platte. It's like a little hillbilly Platte back in the woods. Yeah, happy birthday or happy New Year, brother. Listening to you, looking at you. No, I'm not. See, man. Why you got throw politics in this shit? Hell yeah. So we all get together, and I come back to town. I was living in South Carolina, and I just got that Tech 9. I was like, yeah, we're going to shoot this shit. And my buddy's got, you know, pistol grip pump 12 gauges, because the Matrix and every fucking thing. And then he's like, my brother's got a modified Mac 90, which is basically AK with a sport stock. And he modified it to full, you know, fully auto, which is against the law. And we go back to El Dorado to my buddy's. His grandpa owned that land back here. So we have like 20 guns. And there's like maybe 6 of us back here. And we're just blasting 12 gauge, fucking Tech 9, all these guns. We're just tearing it up, shooting up the tree line like fucking crazy. We pull out that fucking Mac 90, AK pretty much. We start letting off full auto. Bah, 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 bah. You know, it's fucking badass. We all shoot it. We're all done. We start walking out of there, and they have the whole fucking El Dorado Platte fucking blocked off. There's got to be 10 different cop cars. And they got fucking shotguns out on us. No, it's all good, brother. Like, if anything he said was true, then I might have been, but he definitely lost me. I think he sold everybody out. I think it was a ploy. I think it was it was fucking reality TV, dude. That's what that shit was. But back to this shit. They had fucking K9 units. There was 10 to 12 fucking cop cars. They even had a couple fucking of the fucking big, you know, SUVs. So they got their guns on us. We're all like, got our hands up. They put these guns, and there's like 4 or 5 cars that we took to get back there. They scatter the guns, the roofs, the trunks, the hoods of all these cars have fucking guns. They got knives out. I had big fucking knife, Kershaw, badass Kershaw knives and shit. And they're like, God damn. Hey, it's like, you guys go to the gun show this weekend? Like, no, this is how we roll, man. And they're like, all right, dude, this is crazy. You guys can't be. I was like, I thought we could shoot back here as private property. But anyways, they find out, you know, that AK's fully auto, and they take it, and they give us everything else back, but they don't charge him with nothing, no crime, Happy New Year, brother. No crime, nothing. And they was like, yeah, you can't have this AK. So, so one of those cops got a badass AK in their collection right now, or a Mac 90 that's converted fully auto, which is AK with a sporter stock, which is fucking the paperwork having to do with this shit is so ignorant. Pre-ban things with threaded barrels because you could put a silent. How many people you know are contract killers that need a fucking threaded barrel? It's cool to have, but even if you have one, it don't mean you're gonna go do some fucking undercover bullshit with it, some silent shit. And not to mention that, like, I don't even know if they ever made. You know, you would have to make your own silencer for something like a fucking Tech 9 pre-ban bullshit. You know, they sell them, but they're only limited. Why? A motherfucker thread the barrel. Like, if a motherfucker is into shit like that, he wouldn't be smart enough to just get a goddamn tap and throw his own threads on. Yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit involved in the shit. And how many tax dollars go into a meeting about shit? Like, all right, well, I say this, and then some other guy's like, well, okay, but let's have it be able to do this, but not that. And it's just a big drawn out bullshit. You know, what the fuck? That's our fucking. That's our government at work. And I get it. And freedom comes at a cost. But they're trying to make it where we ain't free no more, and I don't like that one bit. All things fun. What's all about firearms? They don't give a fuck about alcohol. They don't even handle alcohol no more. They handed that shit off to the fucking Treasury Department. Taxes or whatever, the tax department. I'm not really in the party mood this year. Guns are so fluffy. I'm not too much into partying this year. I don't have no idea. I guess it's like every year, New Year's is my wife's best friend's daughter's birthday. And they usually rent a hotel and we go swimming and shit. This year, they're going to a fun center. It's like video games. And I don't even know if I'm going. I'm drinking a Stella Solstice. I started the carb diet again. Because this last month, I went fucking ham, son. I just didn't. I had COVID. I had holidays, Christmas, So this last month, I fell off. But I'm starting to back up. And I'm going to try and lose some more weight. I need to get healthier. Need to get down another 100 pounds. Pretty terrible. I got up to fucking 450, man. I'm a fat fuck. See, that's the thing about the carb diet, though, man, is when you're on it so long, you get tired of eating fucking meat and you want nothing but bread. So when you're off of it, you're like, bread, 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 biscuits, cornbread, and then, you fuck up some Sprite. Give me some Sprite. It's Stella's version of low carb beer, which is better. It's better than it's called Solstice. It's better than any other low carb beer as far as flavor goes, taste, and I think it has the same 2.9 carbs per beer. Let me see. Oh shit, 4.5. Yeah, can't have too many of those. I guess. But if you drink moonshine in between. Living Foods. You tell me to bite the head off a chicken, because I'll do it. Only because you told me to, though. I'm just kidding, yeah. Like, I like meat. It's just, it's hard to eat a cheeseburger without bread. But they do got carb bread now, which carb bread kind of sucks, but does make it a lot better. Sam Adams Holiday White Ale. Hell yeah. See, a lot of them holiday beers, they'll be real gingery. And I'm not big on that neither. And drank whiskey, like beer, he never got fat. A lot of it's genetic, dude. I'm not making excuses. Michelob Ultra is low in carbs. It's got 2.4 grams of carbs per beer, which is great if you drink a lot of beer and you want to drink some while you're dieting. But I'd rather drink this shit, which is a little more carbs, and then just like drink, 4 to 6 of these, plus, substitute with moonshine in between, than just drink a whole bunch. If you drink till you puke every night, you can eat whatever you want. Yeah, a lot of that age shit's genetic too, man. In my family, we usually go around fucking 50. Not too many people make it after 60. Hell yeah. I mean, I had a next door neighbor that drank whiskey every day. He didn't overdrink though. He'd be like, that's my shot for the day, every single day. You may just have big bones. That's an excuse fat people make. I ain't fat, I just got big bones. Hell yeah. My bones are big as fuck, son. Neanderthal. But the old dude was in his 70s. I wonder if he's still around. His name was Dale. He's a good old dude. Dale was all right, people. I rented a house from him. We lived there for a few years. Loved having them as neighbors. Now I'm scared to meet neighbors. I'm like, oh, are they going to be crackheads? Are they going to be on meth? I'm under tall. Hell yeah. It's crazy. And I had to trim this shit up today. It started getting all fucking out of hand. Like, what's up, dog? Had to give her a little trim. I need a haircut, but I'm scared to ask. I used to have the wife cut my hair, but hell yeah, cakes, cookies, sweets. I'm half polar bear. Hell yeah. I don't live in the country no more. I fucking live in the city. Best grain wash. I'm making one, and I think it's going to be the best. It's going to have Indian corn. It's going to have Bloody Butcher. It's going to have yellow corn. It's going to have some Argentine orange in it. It's going to have about 6 or 7 different corns in it. It's going to be made with multiple kinds of yeast. And then I'm going to do another batch like that, but cut it down and use wheat and make a wheated bourbon. Hell yeah. You get buzzed, you're like, man, I ain't used this thing in forever. Fucking trash it. Sour mash to me. I'm always going to prefer sour mash. The bastard run. Yeah, I always choose corn. And the thing about people don't realize is corn is such good food for yeast. Yeast loves corn, and corn loves yeast. Straight up. Yeah. Like, no, you said you don't like sour mash. I love it. But, there's not much difference. It's not enough difference for people to freak out about. You know what I mean? They're like, some people are like, oh, that first run sucks. Sour mash is better. And it's like, man, put them side by side. You ain't going to be able to tell too much. Yeah, they do. And there's usually no problems. I gotta put you down for a second. I gotta put a dip in. Also, these new cans are orange. Camouflage. 4th gen, that's funky. Sometimes shit happens. You never know. Like sometimes stuff happens, you don't realize it. And you're like, what went wrong? And you'll never know. Hell yeah, Michael. Bell Mare likes it. 286.2. Last time I weighed myself, I was 350. My next goal is to be at 300. CO2, hell yeah. You know what would be cool as shit? Like, I like prepping. I like watch. I don't watch the show because it's just a bunch of made up fucking drama. Like, oh, he believes in the zombie apocalypse. It's fucking stupid. But I like the idea. Like, I like to see how people store shit, how people like can shit. Hell yeah. Try Planet Fitness. I'll try that. I need a workout buddy. But hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm 6'2". I'm 350. I was 450. My next goal is to get down to 300. I'm into fitness, beer in my belly. Hell yeah. So, what was I? Yeah, my next goal is 300. I'd like to start working out again. I quit working out and I noticed like I can't open a jar of moonshine now. Like, what the fuck, man? Gray bearded green beret. I'll check that out. Yeah, I'm starting to get skin curtains, Jack. It's terrible. I guess there's a guy down in Gatlinburg that cut them off of you, but I'm scared to go under the knife. Like if you could do some shit while I'm awake, I'll probably and give me a Xanax, I'd be good. Shit we learned in special forces. Hell yeah. Yeah, it sucks, don't it? Like, man, I could smell some good shit and gain a pound. Like, what the fuck? All I did was sniff it, man. I didn't even get to taste that shit. Yeah, man, it sucks. That's how it is in life. I was predisposed genetically to be a fat fuck. And then I was like fed food. That was like my love. It was like, yeah, fat boy, who wants some McDonald's? Who wants some McDonald's? I love you, McDonald's. Yeah, you know why pot like CO2? It's because pot's been around since before the dinosaurs. And back then, there wasn't all this oxygen that we have. It was just a big planet full of CO2 and shit. There were animals that could live in that shit, and there were plants that thrived. And it's in marijuana's DNA. Cold cracker bushcraft. Hell yeah. So, I like the. What was I saying about prepping? Smoked meat and barbecue. Hell yeah. Everybody loves that. As far as anybody I know. Lots of gravy, biscuits, Mountain Horse. Dude, my favorite food's biscuits and gravy. I pride myself on my gravy. If you try my gravy and you tell me you don't like it, we're probably gonna fight. Because that means you're a fucking hipster and you ain't got no goddamn flavor in your face. It's because it's good. I'm just telling you, man. There's things that, and I'm not even one to toot my own horn. Uh, I'm just saying, that's Granny's recipe, and everybody I've ever pretty much gave it to, they're like, "Holy shit, this is amazing." I don't very often. I've made every type of gravy you could make. Um, I went, and if I see it on the menu, even if it's somewhere shisty, I'm gonna fucking order it. I've never had mountain oysters. I'm not saying I wouldn't try them. I would be like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on? I'd think about it, but I'd probably, especially if I had a couple beers in me, baby gravy. I'll pass on that, Noble. I mean, but I'll serve up some if anybody wants, and they're saying, ladies, I better stop. There's a couple in the room, I think. Sawmill pepper gravy is my favorite. You want to know what restaurant I love, but I never go to because it's always a huge wait? Motherfucking Cracker Barrel. You crusty ass crackers. I love the fucking Cracker Barrel, dude. Like breakfast, and I always order the same fucking thing I have since I was a kid. It's always the sunrise sampler. I'm gonna get it every time. But one thing they changed is they used to have sugar cured ham. Now they say they have sugar cured ham, but it's always just fucking cured ham. It's not sugar cured anymore. Yeah, right? Not to mention the old timey shit when you go to leave. Cracker Barrel for some crackers. The Waffle House is good too, but don't go to the Waffle House for gravy. Mac and cheese. I've never ordered anything else from there, and I don't know if I'd like their mac. I don't like too many people's mac and cheese because I like my noodles crunchy, bro. My dad was Italian. Steak fingers, chicken fried steak. I hear that, dude. I hear that, Josh. I would love to try. I don't know if I'd love. I don't know if I'm gonna go out of my way to eat balls, but if somebody had some balls, I might try them. I think I'd rather eat mountain oysters than eat brains. Hell yeah. It is nice. We've done it before. I can't wait. Like, I can wait. I'd rather live with ice if it's not going to snow. But when it does snow, I want to take advantage of it. Smoke a honey ham. I might get a little ham and throw in my smoker. What's up, Steven? Texas brisket. My buddy Quentin makes some good brisket, bro. He sous vide that shit and then he smokes it. Yeah. But he made that brisket sous vide one year, had a brisket cook off, and I went to eat. I didn't go and compete. And it was the best brisket I ever had, dude. It was, when you eat brisket, most of them have they're a little chewy because it's a chewy fucking meat. This shit was like butter, dude. My mom always cooked cabbage rolls. She said if you didn't have pork and cabbage, it was bad luck. And my mom would always put pennies in it. And I'd always be like, God damn, that's gross. You don't put pennies in it. She'd wash them. She said, you got to have copper. You got to have pork. Hell yeah. That sounds good. Corned beef and cabbage. Yeah. So when my mom would wash up a bunch of pennies, get them good and clean, she'd put them in a cooker. Like, I don't know, it's not a crock pot. I mean, you could use a crock pot. Well, it's like a cooker that you put the ham in. You know what I mean? And she'd put pennies on the bottom, and if you got a penny on your plate, you was lucky. Just try not to choke to death if you get one in your mouth. And, pressure cook. No, it was like one of them fucking ham things. It's like, it's a cooker, but it's not. It's kind of like a big giant crock pot. Burn ends. Hell yeah. And she made some good cabbage rolls, boy. Yeah, there's something like that. I'll show you a picture. I'll show you one in a minute when I go to the house to get another beer. It's a big fucking black thing that you cook. I throw my ham in it every year and walk away. On Thanksgiving and Christmas. And Christmas to me is ham, dinner rolls, mashed potatoes. And then everybody brings a bunch of fucking sweets. I don't need nothing more than that for Christmas. Thanksgiving, everybody goes off the hook. But for me, Thanksgiving's a turkey, a ham, dinner rolls, mashed potatoes. And somebody always cooks some nasty fucking green beans that nobody ever fucking eats. And I throw the whole goddamn pan away the next fucking day. Hell yeah. Some wrap coins and wax paper. That's a good idea. My mama just throw pennies in that motherfucker, put kraut in there, make the cabbage rolls, put the cabbage rolls, and she'd use pasta sauce. But to me, I'm finding out that tomato soup is so much better. Virginia ham and cabbage and taters. Hell yeah. My old man made a lot of cabbage all the time. Smoked prime rib for Christmas. My buddy Quentin smokes a prime rib every year for Christmas too. He always sends me a picture and I'm always jealous. Like, oh, that looks good as fuck. The Big Easy always makes steak for Christmas. Like they switching it up. There's a lot of people breaking that heritage, and I like it. But at the same time, I'm not fucking breaking protocol. But it's weird seeing other people when you incorporate with another family, what they do on their holiday, and you're just like, I don't get that. What the fuck? Fuck those green beans. Fuck those green beans, dude. If you're gonna make green beans, at least throw some ham. Don't use that. Look, I love cream of mushroom soup, but not mixed with green beans, bro. And then they're canned green beans too. It's just not my dig. And they make them every year because I guess her sister likes them. It's just not, and she never eats them. The fuck you eat your green beans, Nikki, you motherfucker. Not my dig. I don't know. That's the basics. My grandma always made 7-layer salad, and it was good as fuck. So everybody makes their own thing on holidays. Yeah, Tinny. Here's how I make canned green beans. I'll put butter on them, put them in the microwave, and then I fucking drown them in salt, pepper. And then I'll stir them back up, and then drain the butter out, and then put some on a plate. And they're all right. And I could eat them like that. But on a holiday, if you're going to make some, split them bitches. And there and snap them motherfuckers. Cook them in a crock pot with some damn ham and some onions. Yeah, bacon. Hey, bring me a beer. Red chili enchiladas and green chili chicken enchiladas for Christmas Eve. Hey, man, that's Feliz Navidad right there, son. I could dig that. I made some enchiladas not too long. I didn't make them homemade. They come out pre-cooked. I just put them in the microwave and fucked them up. I like them. I'm just not big on them. Like, even when they make them country beans, that's the way I look at it. Like, Granny was country as shit. She'd make them, she'd sit on a porch, and she'd snap them beans, the ends off. And you'd help her. Get tired easy, so I'm going to rack out for the night. All right, Jeeper. You have a good night, brother. But, some people, that's their go-to. My go-to was always Granny's biscuits and gravy. Sounds so good. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing like snapping beans on the porch with Granny. They had a camper. We was always at the campgrounds. Uh, they had it done up real nice too. So like in the summer, you work all week, pack all your shit, go out to the campground. It's like a vacation every week. We grew up in a campground called Deer Creek, and Deer Creek is a big old lake. Had a pontoon boat, and we go out there fishing. It was a great time. There's a place called the Primitive down there at the campgrounds. It's called the Primitive. That's where all the tent sleepers would go down, and that's where you partied. So, Granny lived up in the camper, and we'd sneak away, go down to the Primitive in the middle of the night after everybody went to sleep. We'd party. And not to mention that them old folks partied too. Like, you can walk around that campground. I'm down with zucchini, but I'm good on the squash. I don't want nothing to do with squash. But I'll eat a whole damn truckload of fried zucchinis. I'll tell you that right now. And fried green tomatoes. We'd go down, we go to that campground every weekend, it seemed like, when we was kids. And like the old folks stayed in the camper. We'd pitch a tent in the yard. Chance to taste the cinnamon. I'm glad you're on here, man. I wanted to ask you. I've been trying. Do you have any videos? Do you have a channel where you want me to? Let me take down some information from you. I don't want to try it and not. See, I looked for a website. Tried to look you up. Also, ain't no drugs in it, is there? I want to know if I'm gonna get fucked up. I want to know what to expect. So I got a couple questions about the cinnamon. I'll do the video tomorrow, but I'm not gonna start seeing fucking shit, am I? I'm not gonna start licking the window talking about schnozberries, am I? And so Gadgets and Eats is your YouTube name. Is there any dope in them? Anything I need to worry about? Is it safe for kids? Because, I got candy. I got kids. Hell yeah. Or not to show their brains. And I appreciate that. So when I try it, do you want me to... Do you sell candy? What do you want me to... You just want me to say Gadgets and Eats? Do you have a website? So no channel? No videos? So I didn't want to make it and not be able to send people your way. You know what I mean? Or not make it. I don't want to try it. Hell yeah. Is there anything in particular you want me to call out? Or just want me to say, thanks, man? Because I am grateful, and I could tell by smelling it. That shit's cinnamon as fuck, and it's going to be good. I'm probably going to make a jar of moonshine with it and put that as part of the video. But I wanted to make sure before I made the video, because I didn't have no way to contact you, to ask you these questions. And also, I didn't want to start fucking flipping out if there's some psychedelics in that shit or something. You know what I mean? Or fire. That's what it is. I could look, man. Look at this, guys. And this is that old timey burn your motherfucking face cinnamon candy. I can tell by smelling it. Yeah, I don't want to do PCP ever, dude. I've heard bad things. But I could smell this, like, I could set this over there and smell it. Happy New Year, y'all. But look at that. This shit is crazy. You're awesome, man. And look. It says, fill to the motherfucking Billy. I love that, dude. I just wanted to check, because My kids have eyeballed that bag a couple times. I'm like, no, I don't know about it yet. So I know a lot of people on here make edibles and just trying to be safe. Huh?
I got you a beer.
I'm coming in. Meet me in the house, dude. Why would they do that? Fucking send Chunk out here with it. I'll go and get it. I gotta pee anyways. Cinnamon mead. Hell yeah. It's all dusted and powdered sugar too. It smells so good. It ain't gonna be. God damn. I need a new doorknob. I got a new doorknob. I just need to fucking put it on.
Beer, beer, beer.
Thanks, buddy.
We got just marshmallows in here. There's nothing else, just the marshmallows. You want your change?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Like, it's one thing for somebody to dose me, but if I dosed my kids as well, you imagine how terrible that would be. Not to mention, I'd freak the fuck out. Hells yeah. Have an ant splatter. I might need to go get checked. I ain't been to the doctor's in years.
$4.
I don't even have a doctor. Yeah, I'll get it in a minute. Why are you trying to bully me, bro?
Something interesting to note.
I
During this section, static appears, but it doesn't switch back to something.
Well, what you would do is make it after. Make the shine and then add the cinnamon. Make a mixed drink, pretty much. Now, I'm going to try this on here, but I'm also going to make a video about it. Yeah, I was all like, is that Coke? I'm just kidding, dude. No, I really was worried about, like, being edibles, though. Let me get situated. Plug this phone in. See if I can get this. Beer porn. So basically, take a quart. Somebody's shooting pistols now. That was a pistol. You gotta love this fucking neighborhood I live in. It's old. It's like city and hillbilly as fuck at the same time. They call it Little Kentucky. Stella Solstice. Yeah, that was a pistol this time, not fireworks. I'm a professional, dude. I could tell. I could listen to shit and tell you what caliber the gun is. Got that in the mail today. Gonna hang that up above the TV where I put the game station. Let me get this situation under control. I gotta plug up or my phone's gonna die. Yeah, Sega. Oh, I need to hook up my emulation station, a retro Pi. Damn it. Go to your home. We played putt-putt with the kids earlier. Is that what they call it where y'all's from? Putt-putt? Putt-putt golf? Mini golf? Do they call it putt-putt where y'all from? Even though Putt Putt's out of business. That's what she said. Yeah. They're out of business, ain't they? They ain't got none around here. They used to. That was a shit as a kid, man. Going to Putt Putt. When we went to a place called C75 earlier, we go all the time. That's like my go-to place. Get the kids and we run through there and we play 100 things in the 80s. We had them later than the 80s here. But they went out. I say they went out the early 2000s. Got to go to South Carolina for Putt Putt. Hells yeah. But yeah, I gotta. Right above my TV, I'm gonna put a little video game stuff. Like I got a couple game signs. I'm gonna put an Xbox up there. But I made my own video game console. I took a Nintendo game cartridge, Mario Brothers. Putt Putt in California? No shit. That's badass, dude. Not around here, dude. Too many people getting shot because all the neighborhoods that they were in turned into fucking big ghettos. I got one, but it's so full of other shit. And I could probably slam some beers in there. And I got a mini fridge on the back porch, but I avoid using the garage door most of the time because I'm trying to keep it warm in here. Oh yeah. But they got this place and inside. It's like an inside. It's arcade. It's got go-karts. It's got bumper cars. It's got a roller coaster inside. It's a mini roller coaster. It's got one of them things that shoot you up in the air and shoot you back down a few times. It's got one of those. It's not huge, but it's still, it takes kids up and down. Toxic water. If you look on the TikTok post, there will be a link that says @toxic_water. If you click on that, it should take you to his page, and if you follow him, you should be able to, I think, talk to him. If not, I will post the video on YouTube with a link to his sell page because he sells those, and they're badass, dude. And he's a good dude. And he's a badass moonshiner too. I respect the fuck out of Toxic Water, dude. He makes stills that are glass. And I love the idea, but I know I would break a glass still. And plus, if the idea, I'm always fucking throwing shit around out here. I'm like fucking a bull in a damn china shop or whatever that saying is. That's the only reason why I haven't gotten one from him. Because if you run that glass still the way he does, if you do it right, you could pull the highest proof liquor imaginable. But it's really cool to go electric, especially I've been eyeballing. When I get the money, I'm gonna get this. It's like $400 or $500. I'm gonna save up for it, and when I get the money, I'm gonna get it. It's a liquid cooler. It's a chiller, and it chills your moonshine. It chills your water. So you still use a cooler. Basically, you fill a cooler full of water. You run the pump, but instead of going to your try Jägermeister. No, I haven't. Yeah, it would be expensive to do. But I got a mini still that came in yesterday. So I could do smaller batches now. And that's what I'm gonna do, shit like that. I'm gonna do some crazy shit. You wait and see. There's gonna be some moonshine madness going on. I'm gonna infuse flavors like a motherfucker now with this mini still. I gotta modify it. I'm gonna make a video on unboxing it and modifying it, and I'm gonna build a thumper for it out of a mason jar. Just a one, but it's gonna be a half-gallon thumper, 3-gallon pot. Gonna run 2 gallons of shine at a time. Hell yeah! Somebody ought to make a channel. Moonshine Madness. Yeah. It's the what's it called? I'm sure somebody's gonna say it. Pickle jar stills no more, Josh. It broke finally, and it's a little, you know, it gets to be messy when that motherfucker breaks, you know. And it's only a matter of time when you run out of pickle still. I will in a second. Pickle jar still was a little janky. It was a little janky. It was sketchy, bro. I've seen people post that shit like on Facebook, and a lot of people commenting like, "That's the stupidest thing I ever seen. That's a bomb." And I'm like, "You're stupid. It's a fucking electric stove. There's no open flame. The worst that could happen, which I knew would eventually happen, did happen, and I had a mess to clean up. That's all." And so in there I'm like, "Hey guys," I didn't even fucking respond to any of them ones. Uh, yeah, I just said, "Hey, to watch some more sketchy shit like this, check out my channel," and I put a link to the Philbilly Moonshine channel. Fuck them. It is what it is, man. A lot of people, they're haters. Even if they like stuff that we have in common, they hate on everybody else. Like, they're narcissistic. And if you're narcissistic, you're not my kind of people. Yeah. Well, Big Easy took a video and got 4 million fucking views. We made that. He took a video, and I took a video, and I got like 100,000, 185,000 or something. Like, what the fuck, TikTok? And that shit was my idea. It was like, what the fuck? He got 4 million views? But there's no face in it, so it don't matter. I mean, he did get a bunch of followers on TikTok. But we know we're a team. Same team. But it got 4 million views, that video. The pickle still. The one Big Easy shot. The one I shot didn't get as much. Here's the deal. If you monetize your TikTok channel, they'll find a reason to ban you a week later. So if you make moonshine on TikTok, don't monetize it. It's just something that people try and get them to come over to YouTube. But I'm finding out YouTube's for the older audience, and TikTok's for a bunch of kids. Just my experience. And then they got Clapper, which is just like TikTok, but it's for a bunch of people that live in China and Russia and foreign countries. And you could tell by how they comment. They comment in like some real broken ass English. But I just recently made a Clapper account, which sounds like a sex app, don't it? Like a Clapper, for sure, that had pissy burns the next day. Oh yeah. I'm fucking hungry. Went really well. Got a jar at 140, 130. Hell yeah. I love it when people have they pop their fucking moonshine cherry. Look how cool Noble stickers are, dude. That's badass, right? This is banana moonshine, banana brandy. What are you calling it, Noble? Are you still on here? It smells like nanners. What is the proof? 100 proof. He said it's Big Easy's banana brandy recipe, but Noble made it. Noble Shiner. It's Nana's. That's Nana's. It's good and smooth. It's hard for me, even though I'm making bananas and that's bananas and everybody makes bananas and I try bananas. That's good. And Big Easy's is good. But banana is my least favorite flavor of fruit, I think, besides orange. And when it comes to juice, I will drink the fuck out of some orange juice if it's in the morning. Especially because I know my body needs vitamin C to fight off all the AIDS. By AIDS, I mean colds and fucking. I was joking. I don't have fucking. Don't take that the wrong way, Wi-Fi. Fight off fucking, boost your immune system. Because I had a couple flus that about fucking beat my ass down. COVID really wasn't nothing but annoying. Scary, because you're thinking like, I'm gonna die because I'm fat. It really wasn't shit, bro. The first day I had a fever, and I had some shit in my chest. I had that feeling like, oh, you're sick, bitch. It's in your chest. Next day, nothing in the chest. Fever broke that morning. Second day, it just had that feeling up here. And that feeling where you got the flu. I didn't... See, I thought avocado was a vegetable because I'm dumb. Yeah, I hate avocados. I'd eat a fucking box of bananas before I'd eat an avocado, dude. But if you got some good guac, I'll eat it. Last year in November, since, and I've been exposed to a lot of people with it. The garage floor. But tomorrow you won't be able to tell. Because it's cement. People love it when I spit. Like, dude, Pinchy come down. She said, I thought he was spitting in his house. I was like, this is a garage floor, man. You could eat peanuts and throw the fucking husks on the floor. This is like the steakhouse around here. Texas Steakhouse. But, yeah. I probably need to mop and quit doing that. Cumin makes all avocados taste good. I love cumin, but it's a textural thing for me. It reminds me of a diaper full of baby shit. It's green. The flavor of it is booty. It's mild, but it's mild yuck, And then the texture gives you the gag factor once it gets back here on your tongue. It's real pasty on your tongue. Wanted to try avocado wine. The wine wasn't bad. I was surprised. That's one I didn't want to make. That was Big Easy's idea, by the way. He was like, most of that crazy shit I'm coming up with, he come at me one day like, we should make avocado wine, dude. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck you for thinking that, motherfucker. His idea was also the sweet tea wine he was big on. But he wanted to do lemon and I wanted to do regular, so we did two different batches. because I don't like lemon in my tea. I get a glass of sweet tea. I don't want no fucking lemon in it. Now I'll drink some lemonade, but also I've tried lemonade and tea mixed and been like, you just fuck this tea up. You know, I'm a big dark tea drinker. I don't anymore because I don't drink caffeine. Sometimes if I could find caffeine-free tea, I'll fuck it up. But yeah, I don't like lemon in my tea. Whole time growing up, my mom would get those cans. You can't can tea. And she would drink those cans, and they, even if it didn't say marshmallow wine, that didn't turn out too well. I made that, but I don't think I ever put the video up because it just came out as fucking sugar wine. First car was a Honda Civic, but listen to this. It was cool as fuck. I lived in North Carolina, and I just turned 18. I didn't get my first car till I was 18. I drove lots of other people's cars. I've been driving since I was 12. Drove lots of other people's cars, and they'd let me borrow their cars. Like, here, man, you could use that shit, you know, and I'd fucking drive that car everywhere. But I worked in a factory down there called GKN, and we lived down there in Hickory, North Carolina. And my dad found this car, and he was like, hey, look at this Honda. And I was like, what? But I got to looking at it, and it was cool as fuck. Like, they took the bumpers off, and they made sheet metal bumpers to make it look all racy and shit. And it was a hatchback, too. It was all white. It had blue racing stripes, but the racing stripes were on the opposite side that they normally are here. So they made it look like a Japanese fucking race car. It was weird. Shaved bumpers. Had a big old sticker in the door. Big round sticker. It said OU812. You know, like Eddie Van Halen or, you know, drugs. It said OU812 on the door. Big round sticker. And then the back window had a paintball sticker. It looked like it was dripping. And it was cool as fuck, dude. And it had cherry bombs on it. So it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And it was a stick shift. Because I was driving stick shift by the time I was 14. I used to practice at putt-putt on a video game. They had a stick shift car video game. And my stepdad had a Datsun. It's a badass Datsun. And it even had the push button start. Like, you turn the key, it didn't do nothing. Then you push the button, it'd be like, whoa. We get that fucker going 140 on the freeway all day long. So I got this Honda. I think it was $1,000. Because and that's a lot of money. Especially back then, where I come from. Hell yeah. We blared all kinds of shit. And something happened and I punched the windshield and cracked it the fuck. And I kept getting pulled over. And I was only 18, dude. I was a kid. Kept getting pulled over. And I always had fucking weed on me. And back then, it wasn't good to have weed on you. But I always had, you know, at least one girl with me. And I knew that the cops won't search girls. So I'm like, shove that in your pants, girl. You know what I mean? So I got an idea. And I was like, well, they keep pulling me over because my fucking windshield's spiderwebbed. So we went back here in this plat. Because I drove it back here from North Carolina. Because we moved back here. So we moved back here and back to North Carolina a couple times. We kept going back and forth. Because Carolina kept calling our names, I guess. It was all about work. You know, we worked down there a lot. So I went to this plat where they was still building it back in this fancy motherfucking area of the town, you know. I live in a town. It's pretty ghetto, but there's one area where all the people that run shit live. Fancy bastards. It's called Bartley. And we drove it back here, and I was like, all right, I'm going to kick this side and you kick that side. And it's this chick, I think Leah and Jenny. It's two chicks I hung out with a lot back in. They were my buddies. And I was like, and we leaned our seats back and we put our feet on the windshield and we just kicked it out. And then I threw that motherfucker over there in a big pile of shit that everybody dumped their shit back there because it's like a underdeveloped neighborhood thus far. So we're driving around and fucking you're getting glass leftovers in your face and then bugs that hit you in the head. So we had to wear safety glasses when I drove this car because we never had no windshield. But they couldn't see it, so they couldn't tell. They probably could tell. But they're like, hey, it's not against the law. It was like a Jeep, but it was a Honda Civic. And eventually, the clutch went out of it completely. And I was on Dixie. Like, I live on North Dixie, Dixie Highway. And Dixie run from here all the way to Florida. All the way down. You could take the Dixie Highway, all the way from here to Florida. But clutch went out over there, so I had somebody push me over to a buddy of mine, Rubles. He always threw parties. And I left it there and tried to talk him into letting me push it back down to the creek because he had a hill and there's a creek down there. And he was like, no, we ain't doing that. And I was like, come on, man, let's just dump this fucker in the creek. The fucking clutches out of it, and I ain't got no money. But he eventually had somebody tow it off, I think. I don't know. But we had a lot of good times in that car. And after that, I got a Ford Econoline van. It was huge. One time, I come back here from Columbus. My mom lived in Columbus at the time. And I moved in up there with them and I worked up there for a while. And then I came back to see my friends and I brought that Ford Econoline. And I was about to move to North Carolina. So I had to get rid of the van. This is the second time going back to North Carolina. I had to get rid of this van, but I was partying with my friends and had all my belongings in the van. And it was huge. It was like a 250 or 350 Econoline. It's like a goddamn carpet van. It's like a bus. And it was a bad motherfucker, dude. But it might kill you because of the exhaust leak. Free candy van. Hell yeah, it was a fucking rape van, son. So one time, my buddy Michael's like, I had my shotgun in there. And, we live, this right here, we used to travel, this is some city pretty much. It's a suburb, but it's pretty fucking city. And I'm not proud of it because, I hope God don't smite me or anything. But my buddy Mike grabbed my shotgun out of the back and I was driving and he didn't warn nobody. I think he warned me. He's like, I'm about to shoot this out the window. But he didn't tell me what he was going to shoot. We was driving by this church and I probably shouldn't say this on the internet. But nobody got hurt. Nothing ever bad happened. There was a sign that said, Super van, 8-door, fuck yeah. And, kids do dumb shit. When we were little kids, statute of limitations, fucking eat a dick. And he grabbed my shotgun and he fucking threw a shell in it. And there was a sign that said, it's a church sign. It's like one of the big arrows pointing. And it was late at night. And it was like, said some shit about like Sundays. 88 Ford Mustang. That's nice. It said, try out our Sundays. They're better than Dairy Queens or some shit like that. And he just reached up. And Danny was in the passenger seat. He reached up right out the window. And Danny had no idea what was going on. And he had fucking buckshot in that fucking 12 gauge of mine. He just fucking boom. And everybody in the vans, because he did a sneaky, everybody's paying attention. He's all fucking partying. I'm just driving like loud as fuck in this big huge fucking van, and he just blew that sign out, dude. It just fucking, and everybody in the van's freaking the fuck out, and we're all laughing. You motherfuckers got scared. We did a lot of sketchy shit growing up, man. No, it was always good fun. Can't do shit like that nowadays. Just can't. It's not the world we live in any longer. But, know, you ever go by a stop sign and see fucking 100 bullet holes in it? It's because motherfuckers are riding around. They got a pistol or something. I mean, I don't roll dirty. If you're watching this, Mr. Man, I was fucking like a kid. I was a little kid having some fun. Nobody got hurt. I did steal a truck once. Hell yeah. When I was a little kid, I was like an alcoholic, man. And I worked. I wasn't like one of these kids. I worked. And most of the kids I knew didn't work. But I had an uncle that had a roofing business. So I'd go work with him. And I'd work my ass off. And he'd give me some money. And I'd be like, hey, take this money and go get me some beer. And he would. So I was drunk as fuck. I was a drunk ass little kid. Not to mention my parents they'd fucking come home from the bar and give me what's left. Paintball gun. Hell yeah. I hate that allegedly. Like, here's the deal, man. When you piss off enough people and you do enough fucked up shit, there'll be those couple times. Hell yeah. I did lawn jobs on all kinds of motherfucker shit. We used to go pick up Schwinger and I'd pull up on his fucking yard and I'd be like, Schwinger! And I'd be like, beep, beep. And I'd be halfway in his yard and he'd be like, what are you doing, dude? He'd get in the car. And as we're leaving with him, I'd fucking roast in his granny's yard, dude. He'd be like, you're a fucking dick, dude. My grandma's gonna be pissed off. I'm sorry, Schwinger. I love you, dude. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that shit. I did it to a lot of people. There was this one girl, her name was Jenny, and every night, every time everybody'd fall asleep, I'd steal this dude Josh's car. Josh, you know I love you. But we'd steal Josh's car, and it was a little Chevette hatchback. It was a little hatchback, and I drive down Jenny's road, and she had trash cans out all fucking time, and I just fucking mow them down in this old, like it had so many dents, Josh wouldn't be able to tell. So I just mow her fucking garbage cans down like every fucking weekend, because I think the trash day was like, the next following day after the weekend. But I'd mow her fucking trash cans down like all the fucking time. It was fun. I'd take that Chevette, and it was automatic, but in order to roast the tires, what I'd do is I'd put it in neutral, and I'd push the gas to the floor, and then cram it and drive, and it'd be like, brrr, front wheel drive. Yeah, ain't no evidence of it. Man, I thought somebody was doing yard jobs in my yard, right? Because these fuckers that live next door are a bunch of teenagers. They weren't bad. Their kids will be kids. I get it, totally. But don't disrespect me. That's another thing. So I thought they had friends that were over because they always had parties. There was always partying. I was like, yeah, those guys are like I was when I was their age. I get it. So I put up with a lot, But I kept seeing tracks down my yard. Like, what the fuck? So I went over and I was like, hey, man. I was like, who the fuck? Which one of your little punk ass friends keep doing goddamn yard jobs in my yard with that fucking red Cadillac? He was like, that's my grandpa, dude. He was like, I'm serious. He was like, we're not being disrespectful. Hell yeah. I did the same thing. So, I was ready to roll because I get like that. Now, I'll try and talk myself out of it, but I can't deal with the disrespect, and I ain't no fucking punk. So I'm over like, I'm gonna fuck your friends up. Where they at? What the fuck? Fuck you, Dude's like, dude, that's my grandpa. He's like fucking 90. He shouldn't be driving. I keep telling the old motherfucker not to drive. And he's like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, are you just telling me this? And then his grandpa came back, and I was like, it's cool, dude. I don't even give a fuck. Old people gonna do what old people do. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. Just tell them to watch out because there's kids running around here, man. I don't want him running nobody down. This motherfucker can't even stay out of my yard. Uh, and there was this dude that would always pull into his mom's driveway over here, which his mom's cool as fuck, but he seemed like he's kind of a dick at first. I think he's grown up some since. But he'd go in to pull into her yard, her driveway, but my yard's before it, so he'd pull in early. And I always had skid marks in my fucking grass, and that grass over there is where the fucking water main is. So I put big rocks there, and I'm like, keep on doing it, you'll fuck your car up, you know? But since then, he grew up and moved away, so no more worries. But yeah, man, I used to do yard jobs on motherfuckers. I used to drive through the school. We had a school, and there's this big field on the main roadside. Yeah. Oh, okay. But I'd pull through the school parking lot just fucking it up. I was about to open it for you, dude. I was getting up. Hell yeah. I'd always bust my buddy's balls by fucking her yard up.
We got pizza.
Okay.
It's done.
But yeah. Like, y'all remember payphones? Dude, this was my thing. Motherfuckers didn't have cell phones back in the day. I don't give a fuck, Big J. I no longer give a fuck. Anyways. Motherfucker be on a payphone, right? Usually at a UDF or some sort of gas station that had a tall brick building, big wall behind them. Hell yeah, they're few and far between now. So I'd get one of them big ass pops, big fucking giant. And I know if you have a 7-Eleven, they call them big gulps, but Speedway has always been here. So I'd get one, and down south they had, I think, Cricket. I always made sure I wiped the phone off before I used it. But you wiped it on your shirt, so you're still getting the germs, and you're over there like, hey. Hell yeah. So, it'd always be somebody talking on the phone, and we'd be waiting in the car, and I'd always have a big ass pop, because I'd be like, 79 cents or whatever. You get a pop this big, that's more than a 2-liter. And I'd take that motherfucker and I'd throw it about 4 feet above their head, right? And it'd bust and then just come rain and fucking coke all over a motherfucker. Dick move. I did that shit all the time, bro. I invented that. That was my thing. Be like, yeah, I'll take you to payphone. Yeah, go make the call. Be standing there outside the car, be on the phone, not paying attention, and I'd be like, wow! Fucking pop, explode all over the bricks, and then all over their head. And then they're like, take me fucking home. I gotta change. You're a fucking dick, dude. We're assholes, man, but it's funny. It's fucking busting balls. It's shit you do, I used to make people eat stuff. Like, that was my thing. Like, I crammed something in somebody's mouth. Like, one of my best friends is a chick named Teresa, and she was a little tomboy like a motherfucker, dude, and she was cool as fuck. And letting the air out. She took this dead frog, right, and put it in my shirt and smacked it on my chest. And I was like, "Is that a fucking dead frog?" I didn't call her Teresa. I called her Tarika. Like, Tarika? Did you just put a fucking dead frog in my... And I pull it out like, "Oh, no, you fucking didn't, motherfucker." So, wait a minute. I got a dead frog in my hand. And this motherfucker didn't have no eyeballs left. It was crusty as fuck. It was little. And so she forgot about it. And this girl, Crystal, was going to take our picture. I put my arm around her and I still had it in my hand. And I don't know why. Like, she was real dingy when we was kids. I love you, Teresa. It's all fun. I love you. I was like, "Here, eat this." And she opened her mouth, dude. And I wasn't expecting her. I was expecting to have to, like, cram it in. I had my arm around her. I was like, "Here, eat this." I shoved it in her fucking mouth. And she remembered that it was the dead frog and was like, and she kicked my ass. Like, I ran around laughing. And when you're in laugh mode, you can't defend yourself. You're just a fucking possum. You're over giggling. You can't, you're over getting hit, punched, knocked, they're kicking your ass. And it's funny. So you just laugh even more and even more. And you laugh so much that your fucking belly hurts. You're lucky you don't get a damn cramp. But yeah. And then, Crystal, I made her eat fucking crawdads once. Made her eat chicken livers too. She fucking got pissed. Clawed me in my head with her nails. Yeah, I used to do dumb shit. I'm sorry, guys. I was an asshole. I don't think I had enough hugs when I was a kid or something. If you see this, I love you fuckers. I'm sorry I was a dick. I did it to a lot more people. Rather not, Some people might still get angry. It's fucked up. We did a lot of crazy shit to each other. I mean, I had a fucking buddy that put fucking shit. I think it was cat shit. Or no, it was dog shit. Put dog shit in my shoes. I woke up to go to work, put my shoes on, and I got fucking dog shit between my toes. Hell yeah. Make some crawfish. This motherfucker, and he's the worst. Like, he's a little twisted. Like, this motherfucker put thumbtacks all around the bed so he knew that I'd wake up, step on them, and get thumbtacks in my feet. And I did. And I was like, "Motherfucker." And then my best friend, he's real big into guns and shit. We used to play with him a lot. He'd always point them at me, and I'd be like, "Do it, bitch. Pull the trigger. Don't be a pussy." We played with him a lot. And he took a shell, and he took all the shot out of it. Left the powder, and then he put the plastic plug back in, closed the shell up. And he had a shotgun. He was like pointing it at me, and I told him to do it. Because he told me before that, he's like, "Next time you tell me to do it, I'm doing it." It's like, I don't give a fuck. Do it. And he did. He got me with that plug, dude, and it went bang. It wasn't as loud as it normally would have been because there wasn't nothing to compress it besides that plastic. That plastic plug that sits behind all the shot, because he removed the shot. That plastic plug hit my leg, bounced off, and was worse than 10 fucking paintballs. I had a fucking blood well. I was like, "You motherfucker." I'm chasing him around. He's laughing. And he's quick. He's a lot quicker than I fucking am. I get over it. I'm like, "All right, man, let's go." So later on, he does the same thing, but he packs a bunch of feathers. And it didn't work too well, but it still worked. And I got another buddy, John. He always got people to smoke shit. And everybody used to smoke the, no shit, died like that. But he got a bunch of people to smoke ghost poop or goose poop. Yeah, it hurt. On my knee, right above my knee, is where it hit me. And I had a little round. It looked exactly like that plastic thing, but it was a blood blister. It fucking hurt. I wanted to kick Mike's ass. Uh, Hell yeah. Orange shine. That sounds good. Uh, but yeah, man. My buddy John, he was big in hunting. Like he's a hunting fucking fool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Pull the plug out, especially from far away, man. That's crazy. But yeah, he got me in the knee with the plug. My buddy John would go hunting and fishing, and there'd be geese around, and he'd always be like, "Goose poop looks exactly like weed." So he got a baggie full of it. Why you're thinking like that? It's what the fuck ever. John's a little wild too. And there's this dude that used to come around named John Bob. Hell yeah. We were kids, man. You know what I mean? I wouldn't never fucking. That's why you teach them, Don't be fools. We were fools. Hell yeah. But he talked John Bob into smoke. He's like, check this out, dude. It's good shit. And he's packing a bowl, and it looks just like it. And John Bob's over hitting it like, oh, like, man, that tastes like shit. And we was like, that is shit. It's goose poop, bitch. We used to torture that dude. He'd show up for more. Like, we were horrible. One time we tied that guy up. We duct taped him. We all jumped him, grabbed him, duct taped him, and fucking. We started trying to pull him up in a tree, but Elwood came out with a ball bat. Elwood was my buddy's dad. And he's one of my best buds after that. And my buddy went away to the military. He went to the army. He was away for a while, and while he was away, his dad started partying. Which Elwood, you're awesome, man. I love you, dude. I miss hanging out with you. But Elwood was older, he's one of my best buddies' dads. So he's got to be, 20 years older than us at least. And he knew, like, you guys shouldn't be doing this shit. So he come out with a ball bat on my ass. And he was like, if you don't put this kid down, I'm going to crack you in the head with this ball bat. And I'm over trying to reason with him, like, fuck this guy. Oh, well, we're going to hang him in a tree, man. And because we was going to just tie him up and leave him dangling, It was funny. I had a buddy that was really good at knots and shit, He climbed tree. He had a tree business. So he knew how to tie all the knots properly. We was going to use the truck. We had the rope tied already. We're just going to leave him up hanging in the fucking tree. It's a gag. It's what you do. It's fucking, we watch this shit on TV. Why can't we do it in real life? But yeah, he could have got hurt. There's always that one, We duct taped the fuck out of him, though. Yeah, and he still come around and hang out, man. Oh, scabs, bro. I'd rather smoke goose poop than scabs, bro. There's too much DNA in that shit. Fucking scabs. Holy shit. But yeah, man. We did a lot of fucked up shit. It's what fucking people do. It's what guys do. Girls have their own little thing usually, It's crazy. But some of it's funny and fun. You got stages in life. You got to make the best of them. Crackling, smoking people cracklings, legit. Like once they started cracklings will crackle. 'Cause that's all fucking cracklings are. It's pigskin. Damn, dude. I'm so glad I didn't ever smoke the goose poop or the fucking scabs. Holy shit, dude. That's wild. Lots of people letting fireworks off tonight. Maybe I should get a boomer out. I think I have a couple left. Maybe a couple old Thunder Kings. I think I sent them all down the road. I might have something, some sparklers, some shit. Hell yeah. Yeah, I heard everywhere. What'd you do? I smoked goose poop. I don't think I have anything worthy. I might have a couple little small. I might have a little bag of bullshit. I got rid of all that shit. I'm paranoid. Used to have tons of shit like that. But last 4th, I let it all off, dude. Blow something up. God damn it. I'll find something, dude. You motherfuckers. What's up, Squatch? I like snakes and sparklers. All right, we'll blow something up after I grab another beer. And then I gotta get off here. Gotta go in the house and be dad. Somebody. That's good to hear from you, Squatch. I plan on sending you a box. I'm gonna send you a box of shit. And I'm going to send Sam Page a box of shit this week. I'm been slacking. Plus, I wanted to wait. I caught COVID, dude. And I didn't want to send you nothing and maybe send you the plague. You know what I mean? But I got your shit in there. I'm going to send you some Girl Scout cookies. Yeah, I got a bunch of addresses mixed up. But I still have yours. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll try the cinnamon. I'm trying a little baby piece because I'm on keto right now. But this is my dude. Get a keto worthy. Just a small one. Trying a little one. I'll eat a bigger one for the video. Holy shit, that's fucking good, bro. Scotty Hunter, you guys going live? Bruh. That's off the fucking chain. That's gonna make some good moonshine. I need to make some shine so I could use that in it. Didn't I have a cup? I'll just drink it out of the bottle. Like a man. Hell yeah, go live. I'll watch your live. Dude, that's that good old-timey shit. That's that good candy Granny used to make. You know what I mean? That's going to make some good moonshine. I might have to rinse the powdered sugar off of it so I don't make it cloudy. But holy shit. Yeah, dude. You should make candy, man. When you make stuff like that, we should make a site. And if you ever need help, dude, I ain't got no problem helping. I can build websites. I'm not my websites aren't the best, but if you get people to them, they will pay you. That's spicy cinnamon. Let's get a beer and then go and see if I have any. If I have any. Speakeasy. How badass would that be, Squatch? Goddamn door. Hell yeah. Like whatever flavors of food somebody could, or shine, they can make, I mean, food, same thing.
So that pepperoni is burnt on the bottom. I don't know why. For some reason, your oven decided to torch the bottom, but not the top. You know, we use the big oven.
Well, I can't eat bread anyway, so I'll just eat the shit off top.
There you go. That works perfect. And there's plenty there. You can
This is the thing I was talking about earlier. Put hams in that motherfucker.
spill your drink.
We got a flashlight? Or no, I got electricity out here. I got electricity, y'all. Don't tell no one. No. See, we're probably gonna lose. Are y'all there? Not keto, just diabeto. We call it diabeto because of Family Guy. Ugh. Move, bitch. Cool. I'm gonna set y'all down for a minute. I gotta find something to blow up. Lean y'all against the WD-40. WD-40. Yeah, it'd be cool to find some fucking frog balls or something. I don't think I have any left though. Got some sparklers. Some bottle rockets. Whistling moon chasers. Got one of these little fountains. Ooh, this will blow up good. Yeah, baby. Oh, are those gone? No. These little things are badass. They're called popcorn parties. I always call them popcorn farts. Dude, they're sweet. They'll just fucking fizz and light up the area forever. So let's light off this, which is kind of like an M80. Well, let's let off the let's let off the M80 and then the popcorn party. Y'all there? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Keep losing Wi-Fi out here. Cool. So how do you make M80s? This might get me in trouble. But the information, you got to make your own powder or find flash powder, and it's very, I don't know. You get in trouble, dude. So you get aluminum powder. You want to get some really fine aluminum powder. You want to find something called potassium perchlorate. You You want to mix it 70% potassium perchlorate, 30% aluminum powder. You don't want to get it on your skin because it's so thin that it will go through your skin and go into your blood and fuck your liver up. So you put some rubber gloves on or something, mix that shit up in a well-ventilated room. If it goes into your lungs, it could fuck you up too. Mix that up till it turns black. Potassium perchlorate's white. Aluminum powder is usually gray or black. It'll turn black once it's mixed. Fill the tube up and try and use something like a fucking dowel or something to kind of get like really packed in that tube, because the more packed the better it's going to be. I don't care what anybody says. And then put fucking caps on the tube and you got fucking M80s. Fireworks. And if you go to a website called to get the tubes and shit, they got instructions on how to make the shit, make all kinds of fireworks. You can make onions go up in the sky. But I'm gonna turn y'all around. I'm gonna try and do this. It's gonna be hard. I hope I don't lose no fucking fingers. One-handed. Hey, can you help me for a second?
With what?
I need your lighter, and I just need you to hold it lit.
We're about to light a firework.
Yeah, just one. This one here, I think, comes from somewhere in Europe. Europe is so cool. Yeah. You ain't me, Jack. Hey. Like that. Here we go. Holy shit. That's a good one. They ain't no pussy ass firecracker.
Open up for me.
You want to go through the front? Save on motherfucking heat bill?
No, I don't. I'm scared that I'll bump into something with that cake.
Everybody in this neighborhood knows me, dude. I do this shit year round. Yeah, I would. I'd level a mailbox. Can I borrow your lighter again? I got like one more to light. It's not loud. It's just pretty. And it goes on for like 2 or 3 minutes. Huh?
So I don't know if I'm getting sick again or what.
I think I fucked this wick up. I pulled the wick out. I might have fucked it up. Let's try it anyways. These are cool as they last forever. Fried bologna and egg sandwich at 1 in the morning. Hell yeah, squad. don't beat those, dude. You get like 4 in a pack for like, I mean, those you don't get those at the store. But you get like 4 of them, I think for like $5 or $6, dude, and they last like 3 minutes or some shit like that. I don't give a fuck. When it comes to fireworks, I'm not gonna like keep anything or store anything. However, on the 4th of July, I'm fucking shit up. And yeah, motherfuckers are going, and holidays, man. America. America. Fuck yeah. So, it comes in firework laws. It's going to have forest fire, son. No, I don't, just be responsible. Yeah, those are the best. Every time I see those, they got these fountains. They're called a unicorn fountain, and they last for fucking ever too. Every time I see them, I'm like, let me get. I don't even think they make them anymore, but it's a badass fountain. We'll go on for minutes. That's where I'm at with fireworks. Bang for your buck. I've went through a lot of shells, and I've had some badass motherfuckers over the years. There's some called the blue cans. Used to get the blue cans, zombie hunters. Used to get fucking orange cans, the fucking, what you call it? Dude, back in the day, I'd make some shit. Used to. And then I figured out, like, after 9/11, there's like, oh, you go to prison forever. Like, what the fuck? It's fireworks, bitch. And then they passed this law where they regulate potassium perchlorate to how much you could buy a year. And then basically, it's you buy it from a place that passes your information on to the government. And if you try and purchase 2 things that go together to make homemade firecrackers, then they won't sell it to you. You got to just buy that, or you got to make it's fucking stupid. But if you want potassium perchlorate, the website to get it is fucking. I don't know. I'll make another video about fireworks. If you want tubes and fuse, it's canonfuse.com. I don't want to criminate myself for something that I did 20 years ago. You know what I mean? I made fireworks, homemade, when I was a kid, and I had fun with them. I think we all do shit like that. Yeah, it's skylighter.com. You want potassium perchlorate. You want fucking aluminum powder? Hell yeah. Dude, they used to have these things called cracker bombs when I was a kid that got sent here from India, and they were badass motherfucking M80s. And like that got lit off. There's no trash. There's no trash. That thing lit and went off from top to bottom. There's no garbage involved whatsoever. There's no cleanup. There's nothing left of that thing. Everything, you've seen it, everything of it popped. And that's the way those fucking cracker bombs were. That's the way M80s are too. They just disintegrate into fucking dust. But them cracker bombs look like someone had wound paper mache yarn around a little box. It was like a little square paper mache thing. Yeah. I never did none of that shit, man. I'm just saying, like, I made some fireworks when I was young. It's in my 20s. Young 20s. Not old 20s, bitch. You know? I love fireworks. I'm 100% American. Straight up. I'll bleed red, white, and blue, baby. And when it comes to fireworks and the 4th of July, it's my favorite holiday. I'm going to light the block up. If you don't like it, fucking move. Go stay at a hotel. This old fucker over here, if you're watching, hey, motherfucker, I see you bringing in little young ass bitches all the time. You gonna fucking spray my fireworks with a hose on the 4th? Eat a dick, dude. This dude was at like 3 in the morning with his water hose behind a privacy fence trying to spray us, and I just laughed because that shit's funny as fuck. This hose wasn't strong enough to reach any of us. And then like last year, he called the cops, told us that we fucked his roof up. There's 8 kinds of shingles on his roof, 8 different colors. His roof has been fucked up for 10 years. Quit being so cheap. Quit buying so many escorts and buy some new goddamn shingles, dude. Have some fucking Mexican dudes come tear your shit off. Put some new shingles on. And not to mention, like, where we're at, our angle, we couldn't even hit his. It was fucking these dudes over here, which are cool as fuck. I love these people over here. They let fireworks off year round, just like me. So it was their shit that hit his shit. And it wasn't even, he just lied to the cops. And the cops laughed at him. It's like, it's the 4th, dude. What do you want me to do? And they just told me, like, this guy said you fucked his roof up. We didn't fuck your roof up. You'll have that. Like, dude, one day of the year. I mean, what I did right now, everybody's awake still. But one day a year, 4th of July, I'm fucking shit up. I gotta go. I got shit to do. Been on here for 187 minutes and 53 seconds. And plus, I want to mellow out. I don't want to black out again. Shit's terrible. I love you guys. Be good.